My heart is filled with joy, unexpressible, unspeakable. Because this is like coming home for me. I have not come here to give you any advices. You guys are no more students now. You are our colleagues. I would love to share my experience and what I imbibed working for 17 relentless years in this campus from 1980 July up to 1997 March. Like all of you, I entered this campus way back in 1980 monsoon as a very enthusiastic and aspiring medical student with a lot of optimism. Under graduation, 4.5 years and 1 year of internship. Just like closing eye and opening eye, I just cannot understand how fast the time went away. I learned a lot. I loved my teachers. They also loved me. I made good friends, great friends, working over here during undergraduation. I did a lot of hard work. I learned how to do hard work. I also learned how to confront the situations which lead to frustration and depression. And like all of you, in 1985, I graduated. And suddenly, when I started my medicine residency from 86 onwards, with my teacher, Dr. D.K. Patel and Dr. A.R. Desai, I was thrown in totally different situation where I was amidst hundreds of patients of outdoor as well as indoor to manage. They were like, I just couldn't imagine how the days passed. I became even tougher during residency. I also became more resilient to counter the difficult situation. I learned a lot of clinical, acumen, helped a lot of patients. I saw the agony of the patients because the institute catered to a lot of economically challenged and poor patients. And I think the sensitivity and humility towards the patient, I could imbibe during those 3 years of my medicine residency. And after passing medicine, I did my cardiology again under Dr. T.K. Patel. And at that time, I had an assistant PG teacher in form of Dr. Kothari, who is an ace pediatric cardiologist of this country and a professor of cardiology in All India Institute, who taught me how to practice evidence-based medicine, who taught me how to write research papers, how to be into the world of research. So, all these 18 years, 17 years which I worked, that memory is so intact for me. Now see the other perspective of this. What did I imbibe? Or looking to the situation in a different way, what makes a good doctor? Do you need supernormal IQ? I don't think so. You need reasonable IQ. You need to be very hardworking, very sincere, very honest to your patients as well as to yourself. You need to be very tough to confront the difficult situation, to confront the frustration, to confront with all the adversities. You need to be having excellent interpersonal relationship. You need to connect to your patients, to your teachers, to your superiors. You should be good to your juniors. You should be extremely good to your fellow colleagues. these ingredients combined with reasonable knowledge of your subject and good capacity to analyze the situation makes you a good doctor. You don't have to be super intelligent, for sure. So, in a nutshell, all these ingredients, whatever I am, I have imbibed all these ingredients during my 17 years long journey at this place, from a first MBBS student up to the full-time associate professor of cardiology when I left on 31st of March way back in 97. And I owe everything to my mother institution. Friends, you guys are all going to make excellent doctors. Almost 1700 days of undergraduation is over. You might be feeling quite exhausted and tired. But mind you, you have only 1000 days for post-graduation and 1000 days for super speciality, which is a very, very small time period, and make the maximum use of it. Because presently you are the plants growing in a good nursery or greenhouse, where watering is done regularly, you are taken care of properly. Once you go out in the practice, you will be like the trees on the roadside or in the desert, and nobody is going to protect you. So take the maximum advantage of your stay in this campus, and I am sure every single moment you have worked or you are going to work is going to be important for your character building. I wish you all the best, and thank you once again for inviting me.